Hey everybody, I just want to give you a little demonstration on weeding. I know it seems super obvious, oh, pull the weed or get rid of the weed or kill the weed or whatever, but sometimes, not sometimes, but we try to always do manual removal of weeds or grasses instead of with chemicals. And so these are a type of grass, and not all grass is the same. Some grasses travel by rhizome, kind of like a traditional bamboo, which is also a grass. Some grasses are bunch grasses, and you can literally just pluck it out of the ground and it will die because you've removed, the majority of its root system. This grass right here, this used to be a lawn, and we've covered it with cardboard, and then we covered it with decomposed granite, and then of course the strongest things can keep coming through. But what I want to show you is if you have some kind of a top dressing like bark or gravel or something over your area and you want to weed away a grass, you should remove that back, otherwise you'll bring all that mud to the surface. And then you need to determine, is it a bunch grass or is it a rhizome grass? And this happens to be a rhizome grass, and the reason I know that is because I can see the little rhizomes poking up, and they're usually bright white or creamy. So then I'm going to put my Hori knife in. I'm going to kind of massage this out because I don't want all this soil on the surface. And I'm going to look right here. These we're going to send out and make another grass clump. And so I got those out. If you leave a node in the soil, it will keep growing. So that's why I'm telling you to do it like kind of gently so that you can bring it out of the soil and not leave any of that material that's going to just keep sending out shoots for new grasses. So now this system was all of these together, and they, were coming up in 3 different places. And so I've removed all of those, and I'm going to throw them away. Don't put them in your compost because they could potentially live in there. And then, so now I just flatten my soil back down and put my top dressing back on top and move to the next one. This is time consuming, and like I said, if you want to use chemicals, that's your choice. But then you still will have to come out and remove, what has died, just because you don't want to leave that to decompose on top of, especially if you have mulch, because then eventually you have soil, which then creates more weeds or grows more weeds. So now this one broke off right there, and I can see where it broke. And it broke inside of this little clump of dirt. So I see right there, that node right there is going to send up more grass. This will take a couple of seasons to get rid of those stronger perennial weeds, but it's totally worth spending the time. And then you have a beautiful landscape.